immediately. Call back Trump. That's the only way out.
Call back Trump.
Call back Trump.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's good to see you today. And Speak and See, sure, like, subscribe, click that notification button so when I get information out, you can get information in. Look, I could start this whole video. I could use this one segment here for a whole video and go 20 minutes with it. But I'm going to make this short. Okay, the Democrats, go figure, the Democrats themselves are coming out saying the elections were rigged.
We have videotape of Jackie Amos going into boxes, bringing in thumb drives, bringing in ballots to be inserted into machines. We have pictures of Jackie Amos participating in what we think that is fraud. We want to be absolutely clear that this matter is not only with the Hinds County Democratic Party, but this matter is with every citizen in the state of Mississippi. This is the opportunity to stop corruption and to stop fraud when it comes to elections in the state of Mississippi.
Can we start taking this serious now? People are dying. Yep, I'm going to put that part out, but then we're going to get into the bigger picture. If there is a bigger picture than that, I don't know, you tell me. But the elections were rigged, which means what? Joe Biden was president. With Joe Biden president, we've seen America, we've seen the world pretty much go down the drain. It's a mess. It's a mess. If you can tell me it's not, then let me know. Well, we have the Hungarian Prime Minister saying we need to get Trump back, and also saying that it's kind of the Biden's fault that 500,000, 500,000 Ukrainians are dead right now. This isn't just about Ukraine. This isn't just about the elections being fixed. It's about the world right now is just throwing Biden and America to the curb, saying, what have you done, America? First of all, I'm going to show you the videos on the elections. It was rigged. They're literally saying if Trump would have said this is why they're trying to indict Trump. This is why when Trump said this, they go after him and they put him in indictments. Now we have the Democrats themselves saying, yes, we don't have any verification on the elections in 24 counties. They just said that these were the votes and handed them in, and this is the person that did it. We have videotape on it. We have everything. But when Trump said it, hey, throw him in jail. Africa right now is seeing coup d'etats, or actually revolutions, overthrowing presidents that were illegitimately put into office. Zelensky might not have been illegitimately put in, but there was election interference for sure. We've got that all on tape. We've got proof about that. Listen to other countries starting to say, we need Trump back. We need Trump back. And I've looked all over the place for some other country saying, we need Biden back, or Biden's doing a great job. Other than France telling Biden that he's doing a great job, nobody is telling Biden he's doing a great job. He's a mess. It's a mess. Americans in the world knows what happened here. But I want you to listen to this from the front to the back. Please like, subscribe, watch this from the front to the back, and let me know what you think should be done next. Thanks for watching.
We have videotape of Jackie Amos going into boxes, bringing in thumb drives, bringing in ballots to be inserted into machines. We have pictures of Jackie Amos participating in what we think that is fraud as well as corruption. Okay. And so we want to be absolutely clear that this matter is not only with the Hinds County Democratic Party, but this matter is with every citizen in the state of Mississippi. This is the opportunity to stop corruption and to stop fraud when it comes to elections in the state of Mississippi.
3 components to verify the vote. The first thing is the paper ballot. I stand before you to say 26 out of 26 precincts contain the paper ballots. 26. Component 1. Component number 2 are the machine tapes. The machine tapes is a count of every voter that went and used that machine. I stand before you to tell you 26 out of 26 precincts did not include the tapes. Don't worry, there's a third component.
Come on.
There is something called a media stick. It is the brains of the machine.
Now, look, I don't want to start nothing now. When is America going to be done with this? When are Americans going to be done with this? If we would have heard something like this like 20 years ago, dude, we would have been in the streets. Now we're getting used to it. Now they're making us comfortable. We're being desensitized to be okay with our government screwing things up for us, with our government screwing us over. We're okay with that. Americans are being desensitized to be okay with it. You know what they're doing in Africa right now with Americans that and the French to interfere with their elections? They're overthrowing their presidents. Their illegitimate presidents are going overboard. The military is doing this. America ain't got the military to back them up. American military in line. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will do whatever you say. Yes, sir. Look, man, I ain't trying to start nothing. I don't want to see our government get overthrown. I don't want no coups or anything like that. I want the peace to be had. But we need fair elections. Because when we don't have them, this is what happens. People like Biden get in office and they have this whole scheme. I'm telling you, this thing goes way back. This stuff goes way into deep state stuff. They have this scheme to do what they're doing right now and make it okay. Have the control over you. And what say you? Come on, we're going to keep on riding with this.
Some of you may call it a thumb drive or something. I stand before you to tell you 26 out of 26 precincts did not include the media sticks in the ballot box. So already you know I'm setting a tone. There's a theme here. There's a theme. But the DS-200 offers an additional measure that they don't mention a lot, but it's there. It's called digital imaging, which is a picture of every ballot. Not one. Not one. Now that would not have been for the Democratic Party to put in, but that was a request we made to ES&S, and we'll discuss them later. But they should have been afforded to us. Not one digital image. So that whole process of DS-200 being able to tell us what the actual vote was went out the window.
But wait, there's more.
We only receive paper ballots.
Get ready, 2024. We're on to you. We're on to you. We know what you're up to. We know how you do it. We know how you do it now. It's part of it. We're going to be keeping our eyes open.
Then we have, don't worry, I'm just going to put it out there in the open. There's another mechanism. Each of us, we're familiar. We show our ID. We walk in the poll, show the ID, we sign a book. It's called the voter register. We call it the signature book. And sometimes if we're trying to work as a poll watcher, you'll say, tell me what line you were on so we'll know the number of the votes. 26. I stand corrected. 20 out of 26 precincts did not include that voter signature book.
Now, we all know the impact that this had on America's economy, the health, the children, the overseas, the relations overseas. But now we're going to go overseas to Hungary. We know what it's doing in Africa. It sucks. This administration sucks. Africa is turning their backs on us right now because of what the Biden administration, Kamala Harris, did over there, trying to push LGBTQ on their human rights issues and not letting their family traditions and their traditional cultures adhere to America's rules and the human rights of NATO. Screw that. Now we know what this Biden administration has done in this unfair election has done to America, and it sucks. Now, let's see what it's doing right now. It's People are dying in Ukraine. I want you guys to watch this. Let me know what you think. But when are we going to stop it, guys? What are we going to do? You tell me. Comment below. Like, subscribe. Thanks.
The view is that Ukraine is winning this war. It doesn't sound like that's true.
No, it's a lie. It's not just a misunderstanding. It's a lie. It's impossible. Everybody who's in politics and understand the logic, the figures, the data, no way.
Why is it impossible?
Because that way, the poor Ukrainians die every day.
Yes.
Hundreds and thousands, So my heart is with them. So it's tragedy. It's tragedy for Ukraine. But they will run out earlier from the soldiers, number of soldiers, than the Russians. What finally will count is boots on the ground. And the Russians are far stronger, far numerous, more numerous
There's more
than the
of
Ukrainians.
them. Many more. So they're not going to get sick of Putin and throw him out.
Come on, it's a joke.
How would you approach that? What would it look like, the settlement?
First, you should admit, probably publicly acknowledging, that the key is in your hand. So if United States would like to have a peace, next morning there is a peace.
Said very boldly, you could end this Ukrainian-Russia war in 24 hours.
Yeah.
How?
So I know Zelensky very well because he was very honorable with the fake phone call, impeachment hoax #1. They said I made a phone call to him and I was very threatening. I wasn't at all. I was actually very nice. I was congratulating him on a victory. But when they asked him, they said, were you threatened? He didn't even know what they were talking about. He was very honorable. He could have done grandstand. He said, yeah, I felt threatened. I felt threatened. He didn't do that. And as you know, I get along very well with Putin. I would tell Putin, got to settle. I would tell Zelensky, you got to settle. I would tell one, you're going to load up with money. I'd tell the other, you're not going to get any money. I would get a settlement in 24 hours. Now, it should have never happened. You have thousands, hundreds of thousands of dead people right now, hundreds of thousands. You have cities that are obliterated. I don't know if you've ever seen the cities after they finish with the rockets. You have cities with no building standing. It looks like just a demolition zone. It's so horrible.
Sad.
And and then they'll say 2 people were hurt. No, hundreds of people and thousands of people were killed. You're going to find out when this whole thing is over that the number of people killed is far greater than they tell you. They're not telling you the truth. Many, many thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are dying. These cities are being obliterated. And basically they say, what's your stance? Are you for Russia or are you for... I'm for one thing very simple. I want to stop people from getting killed, and I'll have it stop.
Because it's obvious that the Ukrainians, the poor Ukrainians on their own, they are not competitive in this war. So if there is no money and there is no equipment from the West and especially from the United States, the war is over.
Yes.
The solution is in your hand. Is in the hand of your president. The present one or the future one. But you will solve it. The United States can do it, nobody else. It's not the solution for the Ukrainians. Of course, it's about Ukrainians. They cannot be neglected. They must be involved. But the real factor is not Ukraine. The real factor is intention of the United States.
Yes. So if you were in charge of NATO, if you were, say, Joe Biden, what would your next move be in the war in Ukraine? What would you do?
Peace, immediately. Call back Trump. That's the only way out.
Call back Trump.
Call back Trump. Because, you can criticize him for many reasons. I understand all the discussion. But, the best foreign policy of the recent several decades belonged to him. He did not initiate any new war.
Yes.
He treated nicely the North Koreans and Russia, even the Chinese, He delivered a policy which was the best one for Middle East, Abraham Accords.
Yes.
So that was a very good foreign policy. He's criticized that he's not educated enough to understand the word. But this is not the case. Facts count. And his foreign policy was the best one for the world in the last several decades I have seen. And if he would have been the president at the moment of the Russian invasion started, no, it would be not possible to do that by the Russians. So Trump is the man who can save the Western world and probably the human beings in the globe as well. That's my personal conviction.
For every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. It was rigged. These are the repercussions that America and the world is seeing right now. And they know it. Tell me what you think. I hope you all stuck around for this long. And if you did, I want to say thank you very much. Like, subscribe, and I love you all. Talk to you later. God bless.